Madam President, we thank all the states that made 11 recommendations to the Austrian government with respect to the human rights of LGBTI people in the country, although we regret that 6 recommendations were noted. As an intersex association, we are especially thankful for the 5 recommendations targeting the rights and integrity of intersex children, and we applaud Austria for accepting those and also for first steps towards implementation since then. Like in June 2021, the Austrian Parliament has unanimously adopted a resolution that requests the government to effectively protect intersex children from non-consensual, non-necessary treatments. We urge Austria to take further steps to promptly implement these measures, as there was also adopted a resolution on the ban of conversion therapies in the same meeting that was already adopted once in 2019. We hope the 2 resolutions will result in real change this time. We regret that 4 recommendations targeting a harmonization and broadening the scope of national anti-discrimination legislation were noted by Austria. While the Austrian delegation states that the current legislation is already sufficient, that doesn't reflect the situation on the ground. There still is discrimination within the current legislation, for instance on grounds of sexual orientation in access to goods and services, and the fragmentation of the regulations is a big problem for victims in access to justice. 1 recommendations targeting free access to non-binary gender markers were noted as well. We urge the Austrian government to take positive actions in this matter, as the current regulation imposes barriers for non-binary people to access their rights. Female and fellow LGBTIQ organizations in Austria will continue to advocate for equality and respect toward LGBTI people, and we are willing to cooperate with the Austrian government and other stakeholders to implement an effective ban of non-consensual, non-necessary treatments on intersex minors, as well as other recommendations made during this 3rd cycle. Thank you, Madam President.